I mean, same thing with these NFTs.
NFTs are, I think, are
Non-fungible.
garbage. I think that's just like a random. Like, I think that's just going too far. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. It's so
Well, I mean,
ridiculous.
yeah. You
It's
wouldn't download a piece of art, would you? Yeah. You wouldn't download a car, would you?
a kid I know put out a demo. That's the one, top one.
Ender Raine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Local kid. I think this is a demo. It mentions like a release date and the instrumentation. I feel like we're gonna have to talk about, like whether or not we make good choices or whatnot.
Okay, let's listen.
I bring this up because he made video. Like, it looks like your videos. I don't know, reminded me of you, but like
Nice.
put a lot of detail in here. I don't know if you're gonna like this or not.
The world is my command.
Hang on, the
All
cops are coming.
chaos I have planned will shake the ground.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Well, I love that organ, the jazz organ or church organ sound with a little bit of distortion. I love that tone, which he actually says, stay with me, you're going to love my tone or whatever.
You like my tone. I can tell you like my tone or something like that.
And the rhythm. All right. Well, I mean, let's go piece by piece.
Start to finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Melody. Melody is pretty high. I would say melody is like an 8.
I would say the melody is 7 at the high end. But it is mostly because of the piano. I think there's melodic work. I already can't remember the vocals.
Okay, right on. But we're talking about melody.
Well, yeah, that's where the melody usually is. It's a vocal melody.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on. There's a bunch of melody.
So, all right. So I'm thinking a 7.
Okay, 7. I'll give you 7. I see that
on the melody.
All right, what about?
So lyrics, I liked they were on the screen and I could read them. All right, social justice songs.
What's it? I mean, okay, all right, right up. What's it about?
It's about a protest.
Is that what it's about? I think that, like, loosely that's what it's about, but I feel like there's no message really. Is my concern. Like what are the feelings on? I think it's expressing a feeling about, like, just kind of like, this is what's been going on. But I don't think there's really any.
But Marvin Gaye already said it better.
What's going on? No. I feel like the lyrics kind of encapsulate all the feelings that have been going on, but there's no, like, hard line drawn on, like, which side of which argument or any argument that we're on here. And I think that's fair for this song. Actually, I think that works for this. But I would still say probably about a 6 or a 7 for lyrics. I would say 7. I would say some of the this kid focuses on, like, pop music. Mm-hmm. And so the delivery, the vocal delivery of certain lines, you can tell there was special attention paid to, like, that last line in the verse, and the chorus is very important. So I think there's a lot of attention paid. I still don't see there's no story here as far as I can tell. So I would say 6 or a 7.
Yeah. 6.
Rhythm. It's got rhythm.
Rhythm I thought was pretty strong. Rhythm, I'm thinking like probably an 8. And same for harmony.
Okay. Agreed.
Because again, there is a lot going on, and I think texture and beat and groove, I think that's all really strong. But I do think the composition's let down to some extent by the lyrics and not having a cohesive message. Like, you want a story. I don't need a story. I want something cohesive. And this,
Oh, and something fun too, like, and something that like you can like kind of like Binge and Purge Blues, you know, something you can fucking like fucking when you get to that fucking chorus or like that last line.
it's
of
as
the
punk rock
verse.
as we've ever gotten.
Yeah, I just like that standout phrase where you're like, oh, that's very repeatable. Like you can hear that.
Yeah, how about that? I wrote a hook. But
Yeah, hook
we're
is
not
good.
we're not talking about
They call it a hook. I remember. Go ahead.
oh no, it's the hook.
Oh, the claw. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's talk performance. I think I mean, I don't know if he's sitting there playing the organ or if it's programmed, but the accuracy
I think
from
it's
what I can
recorded.
what's
He
most
does
important is
well
what I
live.
can hear is it sounds very accurate, very much with the beat. And I think the vocal feel probably lets it down, and maybe I'm just so in love with my own voice that I don't have room for anybody else's. But I'm thinking probably a 5 for accuracy out of 6, and 4 or 5 on feel.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a 5 for each. I would say.
Okay. Production. I thought the mix was adequate. I don't think it stands out.
What are our two things in production? It's mix and
Arrangement.
arrangement. I give you 5 for mix. I think arrangement is lacking. So either 4, probably 4, because like most of it is good, but I feel like the bridge, like the improper instrumentation, I feel like that bridge should have hit way harder. It was very soft. It was very weak. The bridge is cool, but like you can't differentiate it from the rest of the piece. I feel like that should have been like throw a fucking fuzz, pedal on that or something.
Fuzz
like
bass.
Yeah, fucking no, just fucking overdrive that part. Make it fucking stand out and fucking be loud. I want volume on that.
It's a studio recording. You can do that.
I mean, yeah, no reason not to.
And I will. So let me say one thing that might be controversial about the mix. I think the vocals are too loud in the mix.
I think the vocals are perfect.
They're too prominent.
I think they're perfect. I think the whole purpose is I want to hear the lyrics. Like whether or not they're good, they're the best lyrics I've ever heard. I want to hear the lyrics. I think that the vocals are important, and especially I'm biased because I've heard this guy's other stuff. Usually his vocals are buried, and so now he like jacks them up. I think that's good. I think that's what I want to hear.
I fell victim to that too. People used to say, "Oh, okay, I can't hear what you're singing." Like, yeah, because I don't like my voice, so I keep it down real low. And I heard that complaint enough that now I torture everybody with my vocal.
I'll give you this as far as notes go. I would say that the volume of the lyrics is great. The volume of the vocals is great. Maybe some backup harmony vocals to throw in there to kind of like take the edge off the jarring
double track the vote, maybe lower that whole vocal track down by a couple of decibels, but when it really counts, double track the vocal so it gets louder at key moments.
I would say that would be a good compromise, but I would still like if you did them loud all the way through, but like maybe had a harmony going on through some of it, some like a female vocals or something with the vocals.
Does that fit with this artist's style?
He ain't got no style, motherfucker. He's no. I think that would work.
Does he know any women that could provide harmony vocals, or does he just know any women at all?
I'm sure he does. I don't.
Probably.
I don't.
Hell, even you know women.
I know women sometimes. Briefly.
I mean, not carnally. Let's move on to emotion.
I know a lot of women briefly. All right, go ahead. What was the next thing?
It was appeal. So emotion, innovation, and repeat listenability.
Emotion, I don't think it captures the like. If it's, I do like rip this fucking city apart. I think that's a cool line, but I think it just missed me. Maybe like 12. I'll give it 12 for emotion.
I was thinking like 8, and that's really only on the strength of being somewhat provocative, trying to entice the
Sure.
listener to think like, what is my stance on what does he call it? What are your thoughts on excessive force? Like, yeah, I mean, it's excessive by definition. It's too much.
I mean, what's
So, like,
Webster say about this? You know,
just like
break it
use
down.
regular force. You know? So it is a little bit provocative, but I don't get.
It's all over
right.
the place. It's all over the goddamn
place.
thing.
It is a protest song. This is my.
I think it is. I don't think it is at all. I think it's like that's the backdrop to what we're talking about here. But again, there's no story. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, I mean, the author is dead, as you like to say. We could just, this guy.
We could go kill him. Then the author's dead, and then we can make it whatever we want it to be.
Or just get him on the show to tell us, like, what is this song about? Because here's all right. When I say protest song, I'm not saying it's it's fucking Woody Guthrie, singing at Woodstock, or something like that, or Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade and shit like that.
Who? Jokes.
Bulls on the Machine, Rage Against the. It's got to be your bull.
It's got to be your
bull.
All right. Bull fights on acid.
Bull shits on acid for you.
Yeah.
I'm saying it is a protest song in terms of taking these the social currency of what's going on. He's talking about excessive force. See this pill within my hand. Maybe that's a reference to the opioid epidemic, stuff like that.
I mean,
will you be there standing tall?
Anything. You could put anything into this. Like the good old doctor is Dr. Fauci, or it's Dr. Oz, or it's Dr.
Dr. Kevorkian would be
Dr. Feelgood, Dr. Kevorkian. Like there's no cohesiveness. It's all over the place. Right. You have no idea what this is about.
And that's what I'm saying.
That could be good. That's good for pop music because everybody can relate to it.
It's a song that asks you to take a stand without taking a stand itself.
Okay.
Which is why I don't think it merits really any emotional value.
Mm.
I think 8 is as high as that can go.
All right, I'll give you 8. I'm going to give it 2 points for innovation though. Like this is weird stuff. I like his stuff. It's odd. It's very different from everything I've ever heard.
I will agree to 1 point for innovation.
Okay. I'm going to fight you hard on this. Okay, I'll give you 1
If the Binge and Purge Blues only got 1 point for innovation, then no fucking way this gets 2.
Okay.
All right. Repeat listenability.
8. I want to hear
like a 6 or 8. Like I think there's promising stuff. Like for the kind of music that I like to listen to.
Very good.
Like there's some promise here, and I wouldn't mind listening to more of this guy's stuff. But
I want to hear a different rendition of this song. Like I want to hear updated.
Yeah, with all the notes that we just gave.
No. Yeah, exactly what I want to hear. No, I do think that in the video it says November 2nd or something. I do feel that this is a demo, and I feel like the actual piece is going to be much better, or very different at least from what this is. But this is really good for a demo. Like
strong
compared to the
effort,
demos we've written.
Yeah, especially how many takes did it require to get most of those demos done. So we'll say 8 on that one. So that means The Good Old Doctor by Ender Raine, this demo version, clocks in at a TuneScore of 6.5 out of 10.
I think it's pretty harsh, but okay, good.
It's a demo.
Right on.
And
I will say that we scored ourselves higher than that, and this is much more of a musician than either of us are by far. Like maybe not songwriter, but like much more technical.
Certainly better musicianship at a bare minimum.
Okay.
And that's why you can tell from the performance and production elements. But remember, a lot of that's the subjective appeal. And this track just certainly to me didn't it didn't just miss me. Like, it missed me.
Okay.
But again, there are things in there that I would love to hear more of. So yeah, not I mean, it's not terrible. 6.5. That's still better than the Justin Bieber song we reviewed. We've had a lot of fun today, and we hope you did too. That's been Kevin Niebrick. I've been Carrie Nightingale. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sound. Also, never mind.